Welcome back to Tester Scale Workshop. My name is Brett Green. Last time I mentioned that I was about to start working on Tamiya's excellent 35th scale T55 tank. Well, I've just about finished the lower hull and running gear. In fact, that was the last wheel on the entire vehicle. You might remember last time that I said I was going to build the kit straight out of the box. Well, as happens with these things, on a pretty regular basis I've changed my mind. Last week I received review samples from VLS of their new replacement resin road wheels for the kit. Now, Tamiya's road wheels are very good, but the Trax road wheels from VLS actually include raised ribs on the tyres, and they add just a little bit more to the authenticity of the vehicle. Before I talk too much about what I've done with the vehicle so far though, I thought it was worth stepping backwards and having a look at some of the old friends that we really need to know in order to start building our tank. In fact, what we'll be talking about over the next few minutes is essential to building any model. In the beginning was tube cement. I'm sure that most of us started out building plastic model kits exclusively with plastic cement out of a tube very much like this. But today there are particular cements that are helpful for specific tasks when we're building our models, and we're going to have a look at a few of those right now. Here's the modelling workbench with the T55 in place. We can see that we've got a selection of tools, as we'd expect, but there are also a number of different types of glues that we're using on this kit. You'll see already, just after a glance at the workbench, that we have resin wheels on our polystyrene kit. There's also a mesh grill with a piece of string on top. The mesh and the string actually came with the kit. Now, polystyrene cement is not necessarily going to help us with some of those items. I'll be installing clear lenses on the headlights of this vehicle. Superglue really isn't suitable for gluing clear parts because it fogs them. There are a number of specific clear part cements available. This particular brand, Tester's brand of clear part cement, is a water-based white adhesive that can not only be used for gluing clear parts, but it will also make windows and other small transparencies. If you really need a strong bond, then another alternative is to use watchmaker's glue. This is called GNS Hypo Cement, and it is effectively used by watchmakers to glue the faces on watches and so forth, so it is very strong indeed. But for general purpose, the white glue is excellent. For the majority of occasions, when I'm gluing plastic to plastic, the best option is still liquid polystyrene cement. Contrary to its reputation, superglue is actually quite a brittle bond and can easily be broken when sideways pressure is applied. Polystyrene cement, on the other hand, actually melts the surfaces of the plastic together and gives a very strong bond. I like to use a liquid polystyrene cement with a very fine applicator so that I know that the cement is going to go exactly where I put it. Another alternative is using extra thin liquid cement and apply that with a very fine brush. In fact, the brush cement can be applied to seam lines when the plastic parts have already been joined. So you can clamp the parts, you can run the brush down the seam, and it will actually melt the pieces of plastic together even after they've been joined. Well, a very brief summary of the very broad subject of adhesives in the world of plastic modelling. In the following instalment, we'll be finishing off the construction of our T55, and we'll also be looking at some more creative uses of glue, including making textures on the surfaces of our tank. But that's next time in Tester Scale Workshop. Bye for now.